Okay, so for who don't know me, my name is Yasmin. I'm 20 years old. I am an English teacher, but I'm here just to guide the conversation and help you. TNT is a safe place to practice your English or French, Spanish, and other languages. So we are here to help you and not to judge you. And today we will talk about bad habits. So I will split us into small rooms and we can start. Is someone here for the first time? I know that Jacqueline, but Livia, is your first time here?
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay. So if you receive an invite, please accept and we can start. Okay, so I don't know what happened. Okay. So now we can start. So who wants to start introducing yourself?
I have just a question. Is there a list of questions? No.
Yeah, I will send you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Ulysses, can you introduce yourself?
So I'm Livia. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Rio. It's pretty much it.
Okay, so choose someone.
Ulisses. I think your mic is off.
Hear. Yeah, we can hear you. It's okay. Okay, so Talita, could you?
I'm sorry.
Could you introduce yourself?
Okay. I'm Talita. I'm 31. I work as a Portuguese teacher. I live in a city called Aquirá, that is very close to Fortaleza. And that's it, guys.
Mateus, it's your turn.
Okay, my name is Mateus. I am 26 years old. I live with my father and my two brothers. I live in Brasilia, and that's it.
Ulysses? Could you introduce yourself now? Okay. So the first question is, do you have any bad habits? I have, like, I don't drink enough water. So it's one of my bad habits. What about you, Talita?
Yes, everyone. I have my bad habits. Let me see. I'm sorry. Could anyone answer first? I'm sorry, it's because I had a little problem here. Because of this, I am a little I'm not concentrated. I'm solving something on WhatsApp. Can I skip or be the last one? I'm sorry.
Okay. It's okay. So, Livia, do you have any bad habit?
Yeah, I have many of them. One of them is eating maybe too much chocolate, sugar, not taking a health life. So that's definitely a bad habit.
And what about you, Mateus?
I'm sorry, I had a problem here. So actually, I have some bad habits because I used to eat a lot of junk food, like chocolate, cookies, and something like that. I used to drink a lot of soda, and this is something terrible, especially for our health. Um, and also sometimes I'm kind of lazy.
Okay, so Talita? Talita, are you here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here. Okay, I am a little addicted in sweets. So if I could, I eat them every day. I really, when I go to a party, for example, what I like the most is the cake, for example, and the little candies. It's my favorite part. So I have to to pay attention in this because, as we know, sugar is not good for our health. So I have to control this bad habit of eating sugar.
Yeah, I have the same bad habit. And the next question is, have you ever tried to change? What did you do to change this habit? Like, I'm addicted to chocolate, so I need to eat chocolate every day because if I don't eat, I feel very angry, stressed, and things like this. But I try to drink water. Like every time that I want to eat something sweet, I try to drink water. But I think this just passed when I eat something sweet. And what about you, Mateus?
So that's a good one. So I tried to change my bad habits. Actually, uh,
Oh, I can.
by
Okay.
doing some, doing some exercises. Because most of the time when we wanna, eat something sweet, like chocolate or something like that, it's because our body needs, I don't know how can I say this in English, but it's like a morphina, because these can give us some pleasure, and for overcome these bad habits, I I want to do some exercises, and also drink more water. Um, and I'm gonna try, step by step. If I used to eat um, 3 cookies per day, I'm gonna try to eat only to eat, to cookies, you know. And then step by step, I will able to overcome this.
Oh, it's a good advice. So, Ulysses, can you introduce yourself and answer like if you have any bad habits and if you have ever tried to change it?
Okay, can you listen me now? Okay, sorry, I had a problem with my microphone. I'm Ulisses Ferreira. I live in Ribeirão Preto, São Paulo. I'm 38 years old. I haven't worked nowadays. And yes, I have bad habits. I think it's normal. Um, I eat sugar a lot. I love sugar. It's a big problem for me. But in the past, I had other bad habits, such as I have I've smoked uh, for 5 years. It's the worst habit, and I've drunk alcohol drinks, and I've stopped. I've stopped since to 2018, and I don't remember exactly when I stopped. That is it.
Okay, so what did you do to change this habit?
Oh, this is it's a good subject because I love to study human behavior, and I love to study habits, and I started experience with me to change habits. I don't believe that we are able to stop it with a bad habit, but we can change the habit. So I I put another habit in these bad habits to change them.
Okay, thank you. And what about you, Olivia? Have you ever tried to change? What did you do to change?
Actually, I haven't done anything to change that. It's not my idea. I know that's a bad habit, but to try to make up for this, I usually exercise more. You know, I go for a run, for a jog, and that helps me. You know, with my with the feeling that I'm doing something nice to, you know. Give me the pleasure to eat sugar and chocolate whenever I want. So
And what about you, Talita?
As Livia, I try to exercise more in the days in which I eat more sweet food. So even I said that I really like this kind of foods. I prefer sugary food than salty, but I don't. I'm not necessarily addicted in sugar because I have known people, especially one person, that he is so addicted that he said that when he hasn't anything sweet to eat, he used to eat sugar, pure sugar. Oh my gosh, I'm not this way. But the kind of food that I like the most are sweet. So I try to control. I believe that I have a certain discipline. And when how can I say, when I overeat, I try to compensate exercising more.
Oh, so I do the same thing when I don't have something sweet to eat. I put sugar on water and drink. Yeah, it's something that I need to stop. So, do you think we learn bad and good habits? I totally agree with it. I think the same way that we learn about bad habits, we can learn about good habits. But I think we need to know the importance. Because if we don't know that have an importance, we didn't do. So, like drink water is something that I learned that is really important to drink water every day, and I'm trying. So, what about you, Olivia?
Uh, so the question is, do you think we learn bad and good habits, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if we learn, but like we start doing at some point and we can change if you don't put a lot of effort there. But I don't know if we learn, from someone uh, a habit. I'm not sure. But maybe we start doing at some point of our life. Like I noticed that I start to eating more sugar, chocolate and things like this when I have this anxiety, in my in my brain, or when I have nothing to do. So I get bored. So I'm gonna eat some chocolate to, I don't know, distract me. So yeah, maybe there are occasions that help you to, I don't know, start a new habit.
Okay, so choose someone to answer.
Talita?
Yes, I believe that we learn uh, even that even when it wasn't something that we chose. I mean, because we got used it in some way. Because, for example, our parents taught something to us, or uh, didn't discipline us in some way, for example. But in a certain way, we were taught to behave, um, or I don't know, to have this bad habit. So I remember, for example, things that I have changed since I was a child. I have improved it. Not saying that my my parents taught me bad things, but I don't know, things that he didn't think were important. So it's like something we learn. We have it's so I believe that it's possible to learn good and bad things. So, and what about you, Mateus?
Okay, so could you repeat the question because I had some problems with my connection. Today is so terrible, guys.
Okay, so do you think we learn good and bad habits?
Oh, I agree. We learn good and bad habits. Unfortunately, bad habits because um, when we develop a habit, unfortunately, it's it's difficult to overcome, especially if you would be a bad habit. And in my opinion, if you would be a good habit, it's easy to overcome, because as human beings, we are imperfect. Um, and the good things, we are more likely to forget, to stop. On the other hand, bad habits are so terrible, like smoking, drinking.
Yeah. So what about you, Ulysses?
Yes, I agree. I don't know if the word is learn, but uh, you know, one moment we start with the habit, and it's difficult to stop after this. Uh, but I think it's happened with all the people, and during the time we can change, we can improve the good and bad habits. And I'm agree. I'm agree with him. During the time we develop some habits.
Okay, so everyone answered right? Yeah. Okay. So what bad habits bother you the most? Oh, it's really difficult, but I think when someone is eating with mouth open or make a lot of noise while are eating, or when someone, like, I'm talking and someone stopped me to talk about something that doesn't make sense. And what about you, Ulysses?
Yes. Uh, when the people stop me when I'm talking, it's so hard. I think this is the bad habit for me. For you, Talita.
I thought exactly the same thing as you, Yasmin. It irritates me a lot when I see someone eating, making some noises, or I don't know, chewing in a strange way. And also when a person used to touch the food that this person will not eat. You know, when the person, I don't know, I have some people that I really enjoy. They are my friends, but they have this habit, and I don't like, you know. So when we touch the food, you are not eat. It's strange. So, for example, if a person take I don't know, a piece of cake and change it and take other, for example, this kind of thing. So what about you, Olivia?
So one thing that really annoyed me, a bad habit that really annoyed me is when someone tickle me, you know. Maybe I'm talking to somebody and the person is, I don't know, I'm not paying attention and the person starts tickle my shoulders. I hate that. And maybe when people talk too loud, you know, we are in a conversation, the conversation is rolling and people start to uh, raise their voice, you know, that annoys me a little bit. Is anyone else that didn't answer? No. I don't
I think no.
know. Okay.
I think we can go to the next one. So, what good habits do you most admire? So, I think like people who wake up early and exercise, like read a book, is very productive, go to the gym and things like this. What about you, Olivia?
I really get very impressed, you know, by people who eat healthily every day. like those people that work out a lot and have a diet like only eating sweet potato and chicken. So that's really impressive. I couldn't do that, you know. And even when people don't eat healthily but work out every day, even on Sundays in the morning, raining. So yeah, what about you, Ulysses?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. People don't drink Coke or soda. I really admire these people. But one habit that I admire too is people don't procrastinate things, because it's my bad habit too. People can focus, can take focus, can do a good plan and follow this plan. I really admire these people. And you, Talita?
I think the same as you guys. I admire people that can follow a diet and uh, does exercise every day. And especially about diets, this kind of strict diets, that the person is determined in not eating some kind of food. So I'm a little disciplined when I want to do things like this, but for a certain time, you know, I don't like to think I will do this forever. I establish a time, and I can do some things during a certain time, but there are people that are very disciplined all the time, and it's as Livia said, it's very impressive. Um, is everyone answered?
Yes. So how can we develop good habits? I think it's a process. Like we can do 1% every day. Like if I want to start reading, I can read like one page every day because we always want to do more, you know, like, oh, I will read the book, but I want to read 10 pages per day. No, we can start little by little. So what do you think, Ulysses?
Oh, I totally agree with you. I think this is a process. We need work day by day, uh, such as I started to run uh, uh, 10 years ago. I don't remember. The first time I ran 1 kilometer, uh, second time 2 kilometers, and but it's important we have constants. Okay, we need day by day have a progress to develop this habit. What do you think, Livia?
So the question is how can we develop good habits, right? Uh, so well, from where I stand, I think we should start with baby steps, like Yasmin mentioned, right? Uh, if you are not used to uh, working out, you can start by, I don't know, going to the gym 1 day per week. Or if you're not used to eat healthily, you can start put some vegetables on your plate. I don't know, maybe. So baby steps is always easier, right? Then start. For example, my husband, every time he tries a new diet, uh, he go radical. You know, he go crazy. He won't eat any more soda or sugar. And okay, that can, I don't know, be part of his life for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month maybe, but with time it gets difficult, So yeah, maybe starting with baby steps. What about you, Thalita?
Yeah, I believe that is essential to reflect about our necessities. I mean, reflect about our healthy, about our health, about especially because you are talking about health habits, about eating and exercising. So it's important to think about our future. So, what kind of quality of life we want to have? It's like I forgot the word. It's like oh my gosh, it's like an incentive to think about the future, because even when I don't know, when I don't want to exercise or eat health, I I can reflect about this and see that it's worth it to afford a little more, and also it's possible to have a very good, for example, it's very we can eat all kinds of food, as we know. So yeah, I spoke a lot, but that's it. I believe that's important to reflect, to think about the benefits we will have doing or developing that kind of good habit. Ulysses, have you answered?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I answered.
So we can go to the next one. Which bad habit do you think would be the most difficult to get rid of? Why? I think it's different habits to everyone, like for me could be easy to stop to eat chocolate, but for Talita could be more difficult. I think it depends of the person. But for me, it's to stop to eat chocolate, to drink candy, to eat candies, and to drink more water. Because I always forget to drink water. What about you, Talita?
I don't know. It depends on the kind of a bad habit, and if this habit is it's addiction or not, because some habits have um, developed in some kind of addiction. But I don't know. Maybe eating habits are the most difficult, because we see some people that can't eat some kinds of food because they have some serious diseases like chronic diseases, and they decide to eat because I don't know. So yeah, maybe these eating habits in general. Uh, Let me see. Livia, what
Yeah,
about
so
you?
one that I definitely think that would be very difficult to get rid of is eating junk food on the weekends, because on the weekends usually is the days that I choose eating. I choose to eat things that can give me, I don't know, a moment of peace and to relax a little bit, watching TV and eating pizza, hamburger, French fries. So That's one thing that it's really hard when it comes to get rid of it. I can even stop eating chocolate after lunch, for example, but I can change that on the weekends. What about you, Ulysses?
Oh yeah, and it's a personal question, but I imagine that all the habits that involve um, drugs uh, can be difficult to change because there is the bad impact in who uses this. I imagine the people that use drugs, uh, there is a lot of problems, a lot of difficult to change, to stop this habit.
Yeah, so now, which good habit do you think would be the most difficult to develop and why? For me, is to do exercise every day. Like, I'm a little lazy, so I exercise all the week, but when it's the weekend, I don't want to do anything. And like, it's 1 week doing exercise and 1 week just eating junk food and things like this. What about you, Ulysses?
Oh, a good habit. Uh, uh, to stop the procrastination, I think this because it's hard for me. I always leave the things the last time to start. And you, Olivia?
Yeah, again, I think it would be eating healthily on weekdays. uh, like I eat vegetables, fruits every day, of course, but I don't know. I think I could do better, you know. And it's really hard changing. If even if I try to get some help with nutritionists or things like this, it's hard to follow a diet, to keep up a diet. So yeah, I need to be more on control of things, that I eat. So maybe that, Talita.
I think that the one of the most difficult, I wouldn't say good habit because it's not what I want to do, but I admire the discipline that some people have to become vegetarian or even vegan. Because I don't know how can they live without eating um, meat and a lot of things. I am referring to the real the people that are real vegetarian or vegan, because there are people that say they are, but they eat some food that are uh, that comes from animals. So the real vegan and vegetarian don't eat any kind of food of this. So I admire this kind of discipline, because we know that it's not necessary uh, uh, get rid of the habit of eating, for example, protein, because it's good for us. But even um, uh, 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 this kind of food that's important, they try to because of especially the vegans, because of their philosophy, they effort themselves to not to eat this kind of food. So it's incredible to live, like this.
Yeah, so when is the right time to change a bad habit? I think the right time is when it's really impacting your life in a bad way. Like if you are not organized and you don't know how to deal with your responsibilities, so you are forgetting everything that you need to do, and like it's impacting your job, in your lifestyle, I think it's the right time to change. And what about you, Olivia? What do you think?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Maybe when something is, I don't know, affecting my life in a way that I have to change, I have to stopping leaving that habit, I have to leave that habit, and yeah, I have to make this choice. What about you, Ulysses?
Oh, I don't think that have a right time or the best time. I think it's a personal decision because I saw some people who want to change other people, to change the habits in other people. Okay, a wife wants to change the husband habits. I think it's impossible. I think the person need to make a decision, and this is the right time. And you, Talita?
And maybe it depends on the kind of habit, but when we have bad habits that affect our health, maybe the best time is now, because as I said, it's something that it is like money. We can save money to have money in the future, to have savings. So we can do the same with our health. We can take care of our. I don't know if my voice is doing an echo for you as well. Okay, it stopped. So yeah, maybe when it's not something that affects our lives, maybe we can stop when as Yasmin and Olivia said, when we can see that kind of thing are affecting our life. But about health, sometimes we will have the consequences just in the future. So because of this, I said the best time is now. So that's it.
Yeah. So Ryan, how was the conversation? Share with us, what is your bad habit?
Uh, my bad habit. I actually forgot what I said in the room. Bruno, what was my bad habit? I forgot.
You said you procrastinate a lot.
Exactly, guys. Today I woke up at 6:30 to run my errands and do my things. So that's a new day, and I am trying to get better today. So yes, that's my habit, and I'm improving.
Okay, thank you. So what about you, Bruna?
Now I forgot what I said. I think okay. I said I overthink a lot, and it's hard.
Workaholic. Workaholic like
I
me.
work a lot. I work a lot, but I overthink a lot. So for me, it's hard. I need to focus on the present and don't think a lot about the future. I am really anxious, so it makes me overthink a lot and like think of things that may happen in the future, but they haven't happened yet. So I need to learn how to wait, and how to focus on the present.
Okay, thank you. And what about you, Jefferson? And I want to know, when is the right time to change a bad habit for you?
When it's not good for your health, when it's not good for society, you're disturbing a lot of people. It's terrible when I saw a lot of people smoking too much, drinking too much, and have not good conversation. So we need to change.
And what about you, Charles?
Oh, I think for me, my bad habits work too much and don't pay attention for my family. I do this for so long time, I think. I'm focused on in make money and unfortunately I forgot to spend more time with my family. But now I try to change this. And the time for you start to change, I think, when you observe it's not too good for your health, like Jefferson said. That's it.
Okay, so I want to know from everyone if during the quarantine, did you develop good habits or not? Like I started to read a lot and I didn't like to read. So who wants to share?
I did a lot, of course, a lot, of course. As I said about advanced Excel, business intelligence, and now talking TNT. I love to talk here every day.
Definitely, yeah. Just like I try to focus more on me. Like, I started seeing a therapist and also a speech therapist. Um, I think that was something of course, I still have a lot to work on. Like, I still need to see a lot of doctors and like to keep doing it. But I've been trying to focus on my health. This is something I didn't care a lot, but now I'm trying. And yeah, of course, getting to know TNT and all of you, it's just amazing too. And you, Olivia?
I think I start doing more things to myself, like Bruna said, I start doing therapy, exercising more, trying to take care of my health. Try to be more healthy because as we can see nowadays, we are living in dark days because of that, right? So yeah.
So who wants to share more about it?
As I said in our small room, I waste my time during this period. I would like to discover the TNT in 2020, in the beginning of this pandemic, because I wasn't able to practice my English and I could study more because I was very bad because I couldn't speak and I didn't want to just, how can I say, practice my listening and my grammar and not to speak. So I was a little sad about that. So let's say, yes, I waste my time during this quarantine. So now I am trying to recover all of this.
Okay, so someone wants to share about or not? Okay, so thank you all for this conversation. I will put here on the chat the link of our YouTube video so you can give us a like and let a comment about our topic today. So I hope you really like this conversation and learned a lot.